for civil society like us, we try to ensure that the narrative of indigenous communities was still at the forefront of climate change conversations. You don't want to mitigate climate change at the expense of indigenous communities. If you are going to be having conservation forests, you have to ensure that practices and traditions of people are still sustained, ensure that their livelihoods are protected, and practices are not invaded. You don't take away their food sources or their energy source because
you're trying to
improve their lives. Yes, we know it's for the better, but for someone who has been collecting firewood as their source of energy for years, and then you suddenly tell the person that, well, the whole world is dying, so you need to stop cutting down this tree. They say, so you want me to die instead? Exactly. Yes. So these are some nuances that we need to address while we transit to better energy sources, and that is the difficulty, all right? Especially in a country like Nigeria, where you have the level of education is different. And people are well educated who can assimilate and understand the need for it. We have people who already use gas as sources of food fuel, cooking fuel, but we have people who are in the majority rural areas. They haven't moved or they have advanced. Their economic power is still very low.
And you won't blame them.
We won't blame them, yes. But you see, we have commitments that says we are going to stop using some of these things by 2030. We need to get a way to balance these commitments and the goals and targets with our own indigenous realities. For rural areas, we are saying that 18% of them will start using improved cook stoves. So what improved cook stoves are like normal cooking stoves but use firewood. But the difference is that we use less firewood to cook more food. So we use normal pots, charcoal pots, coal pots. So we have 3 pots with firewood. The efficiency there is low. So you burn more wood to cook food. But improved cook stoves are some contraptions that maximize the energy in an enclosed space. So you use less wood to cook more food. They may have to supply those for free.
We don't know yet.
There are programs that have done that for free. Some pilot programs have done for free in different parts of Africa. But there are several challenges. One funny challenge was an experience in Kenya where they supplied rural women with improved cook stoves. All right.
Please tell me what they used it to.
They put it in their sitting room as a decoration. And
my mind was telling me they used to do stew.
After like 6 months, they went for like M&E follow-up monitoring, and they realized that these women were still cooking with their firewood and inhaling carbon, inhaling smoke. What is the problem, Mama? They don't say that this stove, it is too beautiful to use and cook and stain. So rather, I used to decorate my.
Oh God.
So there were good intentions. There was money, but in terms of acceptance and carrying that policy exactly, it failed. So it's not just the money now. You need to carry everybody along. Wow. So there's the Green Climate Fund. That's the largest fund. It's run by the United Nations Framework for Climate Change. And then there's the Adaptation Fund, and then the Least Developed Countries Fund, Special Climate Change Fund, Global Environment Facility. So these are different funds available that developing countries. And there are different
countries like Nigeria
can access. Yes, but there are requirements. You have to qualify. For example, least developed countries, we are not least developed countries, right? So we don't qualify for that. But when it comes to adaptation, green climate funds, these are funds that we can access, and that's the reason we have NDCs, commitments. So if we make commitments, when Nigeria submitted their updated commitments at COP26, right, which has been ratified, and so we stand. If we do things right, subsequently we can access financing to address climate. And it's not just that, we still already doing that through the Ministry of Environment, some World Bank supported funds. The World Bank also has funds. I think the Climate Investment Fund by the World Bank, they also support climate. But one very crucial fund which was critical at COP28 was the famous Loss and Damage Fund. One problem is that countries pledge funds that they don't give. They don't give. Because I don't think you don't have. You just chose to give someone else. That's a problem. You pledge funds that you don't eventually give. Maybe they will give it later. Sometimes the funds that were released were not eventually used to tackle climate change. They were
It was
actually
diverted to
the
something
fossil
else.
fuel industry.